Do you set aside some time every day to learn and grow as a human being? Do you do something you're passionate about, study something new, read an interesting book, or learn a new skill? We don't have all the time in the world, but each day we spend focused on growing and educating ourselves makes us so much more knowledgeable in the long run.
I think one of the few positives that recent years have given us worldwide is a bigger awareness for mental health and the complexities that come with it. I mean, one thing is that I can at least say for sure, while there are patterns to follow, every person is its own world, and what may help some people doesn't mean that it will help everybody else. We all live in different environments, circumstances, and perspectives. This is where Psych2Go can come into place for those that might need at least a bit of a hand understanding their own situations. And I make emphasis on the understanding part because, quite honestly, I don't think this channel is meant to be a free pass for psychology or therapy or any full-on process of mental health. If I can paraphrase a quote in their description, it's meant for audiences that are open to new information. People that want to connect with others and have a better understanding of themselves. And you know what? That's an idea that I can totally get behind and even encourage to some folks. Whenever I see people talking about their own struggles, I think it's good when they at least know what they're dealing with. Even if it's a small thing, knowing that you have social anxiety helps on the point of understanding what they're dealing with. Like, just knowing that there's a name for it helps, instead of just thinking that they're crazy or that there's something wrong with them that nobody can understand. And don't get me wrong, I am nowhere near qualified to talk about other people's struggles, but knowing that you're not the only person dealing with something, or just the idea that you're not alone for that matter, does help cope a little bit, at least speaking for myself. That's majorly the purpose of this channel, to help you get an understanding of things a little bit more, or even clear up some misconceptions about human behavior. Like I said, it majorly works as a guideline rather than a full-on psychology channel that will help you specifically to go through your struggles with no problem. It helps you identify certain behaviors that you or the other person or just people around you might have and what you might need to consider when making life decisions. From personal habits like being a night owl to something more complex like sociopathy and even addressing things about yourself that you should not feel ashamed for. This channel has been making content non-stop for almost 7 years by the time of this video. And while I cannot go deep on it since I feel you need to have a proper knowledge of the studies of psychology to really talk about the good and bad elements behind these videos, I will still think that the major point of the channel is to spread awareness and understanding of certain social and mental struggles that the average person may go through. Those things are tackled relatively well and allows people to at least know that mental issues are more complex than just saying, I have a problem. So without telling me or anyone in the comments, just take the channel for yourself. Maybe they can help you in some form or another. Like I mentioned, mental health is key in this current age, so like most people say when discussing the idea of it, I can assure you that if you keep an open mind, it most certainly won't hurt to try. At least I hope so.